Hello, Expand Dog. How you doing, dude?
All right. This is a video I have not seen before. It is preloaded. Inshallah, we will be able to watch it. This is the DSP follow-up, DSP's take on Nick Rekieta. Let's attempt to watch, chat.
Okay, cool.
This says, right off the bat, you can't see it because of my cropping of the screen, but it says the Level 1 podcast up top. What is the Level 1 podcast, chat? Is this like a thing that he does ordinarily? Is this like a new... I've never heard the Level 1 podcast before. Is this like his new politics stream? What is this? Someone explain it to me in chat.
All right, Covenant Lazarus. Well, last I checked, I'm not seeking out legal counsel from anyone. I'm also not seeking out legal counsel from a YouTuber. I would probably, if I actually was seeking out legal counsel from someone, I'd probably speak to a real lawyer, not someone who uses a YouTuber. Just saying. There's a little difference between someone who their full-time job is practicing law and winning cases versus someone's full-time job is making YouTube videos. There's a little difference there.
DSP just effortlessly channeling the sector in his criticism of Rekieta.
Yeah, I don't even know. I honestly have no idea what you're talking about. It sounds like you're trying to get drama stirred up. I don't know what you're talking about, nor do I care. None of that. If you've heard anything, it's completely untrue. I'm not involved in any legal battles or anything like that. I don't even know what the fuck you're talking about. So I think you got to stop listening to the wrong people.
The Level 1 podcast, according to my chat, name user Tabaki, says that it's the podcast where he talks for 4 hours about a game he will play for 1 hour and then rage quit. I see.
Now you did a super chat saying Nick Rekieta is a lawyer. Nick Rekieta is a YouTuber. He is a YouTuber. His full-time job is making YouTube videos. Yes, they...
It's for whatever reason when DSP has to say Rekieta's name, he pronounces it like he's Russian. I do not know of this Nick Rekieta. I do not want to know of him. I want a real advocate.
Might have a legal nature, but he's a YouTuber and a streamer. He doesn't sit there at a law firm working all day. What are you talking about? Oh my God. People who are real lawyers actually sit there doing law all day because that's their job. They don't sit there making YouTube videos and streaming. I hate to tell you this. You're sorely mistaken. I swear what it is that people are just like, they really are just gullible people. Okay? Like serious gullibility, right? I'm not saying that Nick is not a lawyer. I'm saying he's not a lawyer in the sense that he's not sitting there practicing law all day. He's a YouTuber. He just sits there making videos and streams. That's his job. It's okay to admit that. Now, he can be qualified to be a lawyer, but he is not. He's not a lawyer. That'd be like saying, I'm a doctor because I have the actual qualifications to be a doctor. Oh, by the way, I just sit here and play video games all day. Am I a doctor? No, not.
That is an extremely bad comparison. Because to obtain a medical license, you have to do something like 1,000 hours of like shadowing a doctor and doing like practice before you're allowed to do medicine yourself. Like if you have like a doctorate in medicine, you know how to do medicine. You know, even if you haven't done it in a while, you have enough experience to be a doctor at that point. Whereas any retard can get a law degree. You just need 7 years of college. That's basically it. There's not like a real intelligence or practice requirement to get a law degree.
Not really. I mean, I could be if I wanted to be, but I'm not. I'm not an active doctor. He's not an active lawyer. He just makes videos. There's nothing wrong with that. I'm not down talking him. I'm saying you're like saying like he's some great. Oh my God. No, you know what lawyers do? They practice law all day in their office and in court. They're busy. They can't make YouTube videos or streams because they're busy doing law and making money doing it. They don't have time for that shit.
My lawyers always find time for me, DSP. They always want to talk to me. I actually have a call scheduled with one after this. What is he reading? You're reading his chat? You being good in there, DSP's chat? Look at that. He's like, is it, dude? Look at his head. Look at how his head like waves back and forth. It's like he can't move his eyes and has to like physically bend his neck to read a sentence. Like if he wants to read from one side to the other, he has to like move his head. What the fuck is he doing?
Oh my God. Covenant Lazarus, please just keep super chatting nonsense, and I'm just not going to read it anymore, but please by all means keep super chatting. I don't even know why you made this into an argument. There is no argument. Nick is a YouTuber and a streamer. That is his job. That is his occupation. It doesn't matter.
He's not a YouTuber anymore. He's a Rumbler. I guess he is still on YouTube, but I think oh, now never mind. He lost his contracts. Now he's like multi-streaming to both equally.
What you say, that is his occupation. You are being very silly. No, you didn't try to help. This is what I'm trying to tell you. If ever I had a reason to seek legal counsel, I would seek real legal counsel off of someone who is a YouTuber. Do you understand? The person who I would go to for help would not be a YouTuber. I would go find a real lawyer who practices all day, every day, and knows the ins and outs of law and would know what to do. I would not go to a YouTuber. I know, it's like, exactly, it's like talking to the wall. This is how these people are. Like, they become like these super fans of something, and then they just become like ultra defensive about stuff. Like, you understand, I'm not insulting Nick in any way, shape, or form. He has a very successful following as a YouTuber and a streamer discussing things of law. There's nothing wrong with that. That's to be commended and respectable, correct? But
it is kind of like a slight to say that someone is like a play pretend lawyer when they have a law degree and are a sitting member of the bar.
He's not a lawyer. He's not a practicing lawyer. He's not sitting there in court doing court cases. He's not working in his office doing law. He's a YouTuber and a streamer. How do you not understand that? And what is wrong with even saying that? Why are you so defensive about that? Right? That's what I'm saying. Like, if I needed help with legal stuff, the last person I would go to is someone who sits on YouTube on a stream all day. I would go to a lawyer who's an active practicing lawyer who does it all day, every day, because this is their forte, right? Like, why would I go to someone who's a YouTuber? It doesn't make any fucking sense what you're saying.
I like how usually when DSP has to like cope-splain something in like his argument, he gets like really agitated and he starts popping off and shit and explaining how if someone killed themselves, there would be nobody on earth would miss them. He has like a lot of quirks and like how he rants about people. But when this guy is like confronting him about Nick being a real lawyer, he's just like playfully amused. He's like completely unfazed by it. He's like tickled even, like, oh, he thinks he's a real lawyer. That's kind of cute. That's really silly of him. That doesn't bother me at all. I'm not personally invested in this, but I think that's kind of cute and silly. What a silly Billy in my chat saying that Rekieta is a real lawyer. Look at the mirth. Look at Dave's mirth as he reads these comments from this agitated super chatter.
What's up, guys, or shall we adjourn? I don't even know where the conversation came from.
Shall we adjourn? Just thinking about lawyers has accidentally put DSP in the state of mind as a judge. He's now presiding over the level 1 podcast court, saying, all right, shall we adjourn for lunch? Is this session over yet? I don't know where else we can take this today.
Literally, he started his conversation saying something like, so I was talking to Nick Rekieta, and he says, if you need legal help, he'll do it pro bono. Who needs legal help?
Nick
There's no legal help needed for anything.
Nick Rekieta. Why does he pronounce it Russian?
There's nothing going on. What are you even talking about? Sounds like you went and had a conversation that has nothing to do with anything. Someone was talking drama, and you went over there to talk to someone else about it. Like, what are you even speaking of? I don't even know, and I don't care. Keep me out of your shit. I don't care about your nonsense.
That's funny. That's a pretty good clip. I appreciate that.